created an art event that has become a destination for Asian art curators, collectors and connoisseurs all over the world.
Now we move on to lot 106. This is the wonderful little mythical toad. And I have it already on this. I'm going to start it at 130, 140, 150,000, 160, 170, all up front with me at 170. My bid here at $170,000. Dollars. That's $170,000. Great, my nation. 500,000. Very happy to give you 500,000. Show up. $500,000. Shoes bidder on the telephone. Are we quite sure? Everyone's been chased away. No more? 500,000 then. Shoes bidder on the telephone. I am selling. Show up. Thank you, Shu. 500,000. One of the great things about the Chinese art world is that it's a truly international world with collectors literally all over the world, from the west coast of America all the way through America to the east coast of America, Europe. Many of the different countries in Europe collected Chinese art historically, and then of course Asia, but not just China. We have Singapore. Japan is a very strong collecting country for Chinese art. So I have been lucky to travel and spend time in all of these countries and to meet collectors in all of these countries. A lot of it comes down to taste, and that taste actually is as much about time as it is about nationality or location. So you'll find that collectors in the 19th century had a different taste to collectors in the early 20th century, had a different taste to collectors in the middle of the 20th century, have a different taste to collectors today.
This time we have three very important single owner sales of Chinese art from the collection of Stephen Junkunk, the Youngman collection, and the J. Rutang collection of Kangxi porcelain.
What we're seeing in New York, and particularly this time here at Sotheby's, is a return of some of those early collecting tastes from the American sense. So from the middle of the 20th century, the great American collectors, the taste that they were forming, now after 50, 60, 70 years, these pieces are coming back. And particularly we have a group from the collection called Stephen Junkunk III, a Chicago industrialist. His taste is coming back. I would say historically, we're looking much more at a 30, 40, 50-year cycle, particularly of taste. But again, maybe not, because China has surprised us by the speed with which everything has happened. China coming into the world in terms of being open to the world, and the wealth that is being generated in China coming into the art market has been something that has influenced the whole world.
In terms of buyers, there's possibly a greater focus on Chinese art, but then and that comes a lot from mainland China.
And they drive the market. They've pushed the prices much, much higher because the Chinese recognize the value of this art in a way that is higher and more important to them than it was previously to people in the West.
We sell things which have been in North America for a long time, and which actually a lot of buyers from China would like to acquire because of their strong provenance.
This is really no surprise, and is something that we should have expected if we looked forward. But what no one really saw was the scale, as in the size of the jump of values, and the speed with which it happened, because it's really only been going on for the last 10 or 15 years.